Alright, here I am at the Pittsburg Road Railroad Crossing in Durand, Michigan. Now this railroad crossing right here is another rather neat crossing, or rather neat laid out crossing, owned by the C.N. Holly Subdivision. Yes, that's right, I'm back out on the Holly Sub today to tour a few more crossings for you guys. And this crossing is actually one of the first or last railroad crossings on the Holly Sub however you want to look at it. Well, technically this is actually one of the last crossings on the Holly Sub because milepost 1 is by Detroit and we're around milepost 65.5. Apologies for the wind. As you can see, not only this crossing is owned by the C.N. Holly Sub, this crossing is also shared by the Great Lakes Central Ann Arbor District, which is a state-owned line that extends itself from Durand, Michigan, which is right here, which is actually where this line begins, and extends all the way down to Ann Arbor, and south from there is pretty much Ann Arbor trackage, although it's like the same line, not the same line, but it's just under a different railroad name. But yeah, that's pretty much where the Ann Arbor District of the state-owned tracks, you know, begin and stuff. So I decided to tour this crossing just because I thought it had a pretty neat layout, and it has a little bit of history, I guess. So I guess all that said, I'll explain everything as I go on. So let's go ahead and get to it. So for the first signal, this has a safe tram base. And here's the emergency information and the dot tag, and the dot number is 284423J. And as you can see, this is like a newer mast. They probably just replaced the old railroad crossing masts here not too long ago. And for the gate mechanism, this has a Siemens gate mechanism with the imprinted logo. And the gate features Rico LED gate lights with the wind guard on the mast, as you can see right there. Yes, I'm recording this crossing tour with my camcorder, in which I will clarify in a bit. But yeah, and for the lights on this one, this has two pairs of Safetran 12x24-inch GE uniform LEDs, all sitting on a Safetran light bracket. But yeah, and for a bell on this one, this has a Siemens low-tone electronic bells. And yeah, this is set on medium to low volume. And one thing worth mentioning about this crossing, unlike many of the crossings on the CN lines around here in Michigan, the bells are wired to ring while the gates are going down, and then they stop when the gates are all the way down, and they don't ring again after that. So yeah, that right there was the first signal. Now I believe a general signals type 2 used to be here, judging from what I could see in street view and whatnot. There isn't many videos of this crossing in action, so yeah, my knowledge on this is a little concerning per se. But yeah, that was the first signal. Pretty basic stuff, pretty brand new CN, pretty fresh CN setup we got here. Now let's go ahead and move on to the other signal. All right, here is the second signal. We're here, and this signal is somewhat similar to the first. Once again, I apologize for the wind if it may break my audio of this video. So for the second signal, which is similar to the first, this has another Safetran base. And here's the emergency information once again. And for the gate mechanism, this has another Siemens gate mechanism with the imprinted logo. And the gate features some Rico LED gate lights and a wind guard on the mast once again. As you can see, there's a top one, middle one, bottom one. And for the lights on this one, this has two more pairs of Safetran 12x24-inch GE uniform LEDs, all sitting on a Safetran light bracket. And for a bell on this one, this has a Siemens low-tone electronic bell, also set on medium to low volume, also set to ring when the gates are going down, and not to ring again after they're all the way down, and when they go back up, they don't ring again after that. Pretty much like, you know, the CSX, the Ohio CSX and NS bell wiring per se, like any NS and CSX crossing installs outside of Michigan per se. But yeah, now that right there was the crossing equipment to show here for Pittsburg Road. Well, this is actually technically Pittsburg Road number 2 because there's actually another crossing on this road owned by the CN Flint subdivision, which also has interesting equipment, which I may tour later. So yeah, that was Pittsburg Road number 2. Here's the relay case all the way over there, sitting at milepost 65.49, and if you look right next to it, you can see the CP pit sign. Yes, the control point here that diverges that controls the switch for the GLC Ann Arbor District and Holly Sub is actually just called CP Pit, which is just an acronym for Pittsburg. Funny enough. So yeah, I guess all that said, let's go ahead and take a look at the track view starting with the Holly Sub. Down here is heading south towards another crossing at Byron Road, in which I may tour in the future. And eventually this is heading all the way down towards the Gaines and Holly area. You can see a pole, a random pole with the dot tag on it. And also an automatic signal, which has a default color of yellow. Sorry, my arm is cramping. But yeah, and down there is heading north towards pretty much where the line combines, and as you can see, there is the south siding on the CN Holly Sub, heading down towards a couple more crossings, such as New Lothrop Road number 2. And if you look down there, there is CP Durand, where the High Y begins, and the Chicago Y as well. And if you look down there, you can see Durand Yard, HESR/GLC, pretty much the Class 2 and Class 3 owned yard. But yeah, taking a look at the track view at the Ann Arbor District, even though it curves, but as you can see, down there is heading south towards another crossing at Lering Road and forgot the other crossing, Prospect Road or something, bit of a weird name, but eventually if you keep heading south, this heads towards the Byron, Cohocton, and Howell areas. And there's a signal for GLC right there, which is pretty much the same model as CN's over here, since they are the major of this control point. But yeah, all right, let me let this truck pass. Oh, never mind, they turned. But anyways, with all that said, this was the Pittsburg Road railroad crossing here in Durand, Michigan. Pretty neat stuff. And with that said, wait, before I leave y'all hanging and end the video, I have a huge announcement regarding future crossing tour videos. And it's that since I don't have the motivation to upload individual crossing and action videos anymore, what I'm going to be doing here from here on out is combining a video clip of what this crossing looks like in action after I do my regular crossing tour video. I have thought about this idea for a while now and been wanting to try it out and do it for the rest of my upcoming crossing tour videos. Now you guys may also now ask, what does this mean for the rest of my older crossing tour videos that I've uploaded in the past? Now don't worry, all those videos are not going to be deleted and remade. I'm actually just going to remaster tour a majority of crossings I've toured in the past, at least the ones I could easily get to. And as for the rest, like the ones that are way out of state and can't regularly access, I'm just going to leave a link down in the description below of what the crossing looks like in action. Yeah, so I'll leave a link in the description below of those older crossing tour videos to a video of what that crossing looks like in action, you know, that kind of stuff. That was pretty much my lazy solution. But like I said, I'm going to be remastering a bunch of crossing, railroad crossing tour videos of like crossings around my home area or like other cool crossings I visited in the past. But yeah, I guess with all that said and out of the way, let's go ahead and see how this crossing right here operates, shall we? Thanks for watching, and if you guys like this crossing tour video, hit that like button down below and subscribe if you haven't yet. And for now, stay tuned for more train videos. Over and out.